All right, what's good, y'all? So today I wanted to talk about why straight men seem to be so soft now, why there's this big argument about, there's this attack on masculinity nowadays, and where it comes from. So yeah, y'all, let's go. All right, so because I am reacting to what this actor said recently about how he believes that there's a war on masculinity, and it has been since the 80s. And then I'm going to go ahead and get my commentary on that as well. So, hey, let's go.
Like, my boys have never had a pair of Jordans. My boys don't do all that internet fly shit. I'm like, your kids. And no, I don't give a. I could be the biggest star in the world. Do not let me catch you being stupid. Mm-hmm. Do not. And my oldest gets it. My 15-year-old, he tells the other ones, he's like, yo, don't make dad mad. Because once you get one that's right, he's going to straighten the other ones out. Mm-hmm. So it's just that thing of, in the past 20 years, we've been living through the death of the American male. They have literally killed masculinity in our homes and our communities, for one reason or another. But I raised my boys to be young men. And however you feel about that, you feel about that. Right. But my boys will always be respectful. They will always say, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. No, sir, no, ma'am. They will always say thank you. They will always open a door for a lady. They will always make sure that their mother keep my boys taken care and provided for. They will always be men. And that's always since they were 2 years old. Every time I left for a job, I tell my 15-year-old, you're the man of the house. You make sure these doors are locked every night. This alarm is on. You text me or you call me every night before you go to bed and you wake up.
I love that.
Because we're men. If I'm not there to protect, he got to be there to protect. Because you can have all the money in the world, climb through the window, that money means nothing.
Right.
You can have all the celebrity in the world, jump through the door, that celebrity means nothing.
Yeah.
So you got to have a little guard in there, And so for me, it's always that idea of American masculinity is very different.
Okay, so he said 20 years. I'm going to say the last 30 plus, really since the 80s, you know what I'm saying, in my opinion, because of the crack epidemic. And then ever since, they've been doubling down in all these different ways, especially when it comes to rap music and the culture. But I wanted to go ahead and show y'all what I had commented under this. So this girl says, he a part of it. He plays gay roles. If that's your stance, why play gay for pay? Because we do know he did the Black Mirror episode with kissing a dude because they was in a video game together or whatever to find out if they liked each other. He found out he wasn't really feeling it. That was it. That was how it played out in the movie. But she's saying, why come you playing gay for pay roles if this is what you say? So I commented this. I said, because you can still be attracted to the same sex and be a man. Being a man is based on how you move and your values, not your sexuality. Unlearn that. So I wanted to go ahead and stem off of that as well. Y'all, sexuality, what you're attracted to, has nothing to do with how you move, your ability to protect, provide, and be a man, okay? Being a man is just how you move, how you stand on business, how you demand respect, how you also treat others how you want to be treated, and, you doing the self-work, like self-reflection, and you have the ability to be also soft, like vulnerable, apologize and all that other stuff. It's not what a lot of people have been led to believe, like straight men and straight women, for the most part, have been led to believe that if the harder you are, the more manly you are. The less you can cry, the more you can go out here and shoot niggas without any sense, the more you can go out here and make money regardless of how you make it, how you can talk with this vibrato of this tough guy act and everything. That's what they consider a man. But a lot of these women know that they're not with a man because these men, they keep complaining about. They're not providing. They're not trying to initiate nothing. They expecting the girl to be like mama. So based on the video is Anthony Mackie. So he's a popular actor. I think he plays Falcon for Marvel. Dope as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I liked what he said. He had good intentions with it, but the one part that I wanted to comment on was the leaving the man of the house to your son. That is the oldest. Now, I was playing that position because I was the oldest. I am the oldest of all my siblings. So, yes, we do adopt that because we are told that. And I did adopt that. You know what I'm saying? I definitely would watch them while they were gone. I was like the in house babysitter, everything. But at the same time, when they say, when I leave, you're the man, I've only been told that when the man actually left. You know what I'm saying? Not while he was still in the home. And then what I want to say about that is how that transitions to a lot of men is it can also be a little too much responsibility that you're putting on him because he is still a child. And when you make boys be men too early, they kind of resent it and they kind of want to be the baby boy princess. That's how they get that syndrome as well. Being up under single mothers, having to be the man of the house way before you were supposed to because, you know, your father left or whatever, or your mom can't keep a man simply. And so then all of a sudden you find yourself like the man of the house. Then you'll look up, you get in a relationship 10 years later, 15 years later when you leave the house. Your mom still expects you to do certain stuff like you are the man still or her man and you're not. So it can also cause issues in future relationships and stuff too. So it's not that much of a good thing. The best setup is for the man to be present in the home and not just present, but active. Just a man going to work, coming home, providing, paying bills is not enough. A man needs to be active with his kids, especially his sons, meaning spending quality time with them. I have my pops around me a lot. So that's why I got the manliness that I have. I was actually, you know, talked to, taught a lot, put up on game, like spent a lot of time with my pops, more than my mom, you know. So not saying that it should be one or the other. I'm just saying. And I noticed that a lot of my friends and stuff, if they do have a father, if he's not in jail or gone, or a father figure, the father figure or their father is literally sitting around that house, not raising them, not taking care of them, not doing nothing but just providing a roof over their head. They're not messing with them. They're not teaching them nothing. They're not spending no quality time with them, which is what makes you a man. By being around one, being taught by one, not just having one around that you can look at. Because I've seen a lot of these niggas got deadbeat dads. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to say that it's not just you being a provider, but you being active with your male sons, grandsons, nephews, whatever. That is what is actually the most valuable because a man can be around and be toxic, and that's not a man. If he's arguing with the woman, beating on the woman, etc., that's not a man. You know what I'm saying? The man needs to be healthy and active for it to have an impact on a young male. Okay, that's why a lot of young males is out of control. Okay, so I want to show y'all a couple other clips just to show y'all an example of what I feel like he's saying and what I see and what we all see on a regular basis in the black community. So here goes the video. It says Atlanta young ninja never giving up on wearing polo tees. Like this is an example of a dude not raised by a man at all. There's no man involved in anything that he got going on, and you could tell. This is how they talk, this is how they act, okay? Peep this.
And I don't get no fuck by nothing else. I'm gonna rock these till I got down. Feel I'm gonna keep rocking these till they I die. I got the old ones, the new ones, straight up. I be still wearing them motherfuckers from 2-3 years ago. It done shrunk. This a little smooth shit. They like medium old, but it ain't too old, you feel me? So they motherfucker got a nice little limb to it, you feel me? Sometimes y'all gonna see me on that bit with a little, my shit gonna be all the way up here, cause that bit old. But just know, these are not the same shirts. By the way, gotta put y'all down real quick, cause I want y'all to think, oh, what the fuck, nigga, we wear the same shirt on them motherfucker? No. These different shirts. They right here, this is smooth one, you know what I'm saying? Nice body length, you know what I'm saying? Shoulder width, you get me, you understand me? Some little smooth shit though, little polo tee, straight up. These motherfuckers be like, what, $50 a pack? Y'all need to keep these on y'all. You ain't gotta do too much. Man, listen, if I wanna go somewhere, I can walk straight out the high. You understand me? I ain't gotta do too much, go too crazy. They love you on. Yeah.
Man, I just lost like 10 brain cells watching that, bro. Like, That's what I'm trying to say. That's an example of a dude not raised by no father. All right? They either go this direction or they can be extra on the flamboyant side. But this is usually the case. These dudes thrive off of lack of emotional intelligence, ignorance, following rappers and other males that they are around, peers and everything. See, this is how I know that this is the case because when you have a man around, an elder man, he's going to put you up on game about a lot. And one of them is going to be how you carry yourself and dress. With these men thinking that this is some cute shit, thinking that this is something that is to be talked about, nobody gives no care about you rocking a polo tee still. And for you to be making a whole video to explain it shows how insecure and low vibrational you are because you're trying to prove to other men that you're not a lame. And that just goes to show with this next video that I'm about to show y'all of when I keep telling y'all how these DL dudes, one of the biggest signs is them needing approval from other men so bad. Check this out. This is what I mean.
Man, PSA. Hey, man, I'm staying away from niggas that's always trying to impress other niggas. You seeming like you feel me? I don't want to say the word because they going to try to block my Instagram and all that. Man, you niggas is real fuck boys. Yeah, that's the word. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what I think y'all want to do, too. Yeah. You feel me? Y'all always trying to impress, stun on niggas, worry about niggas, man. These niggas ain't all that, man. Shut the up, man, on God. Like, y'all always trying to do shit for niggas, stun on niggas, popping for niggas. Go who trying to have a bottle war? Who dick the biggest contest war? Like, shut the up, man. You niggas is so soft and like, y'all do shit for other men. That's why the women be turning gay, be trying to run away from y'all because y'all be trying, man, I gotta get it, go crazy on these niggas. These niggas, man.
A bunch of niggas who don't care nothing about you. All out for theyself, too. Can't make it up. I promise you. So, that, I just wanted to show y'all, like, those two clips to let y'all know, like, a lot of straight people are misled when they say, oh, if the father ain't in the man's life or in the boy's life, he gonna grow up to be gay or he gonna be a thug. They're ignorant because what they mean to say is that he's gonna be flamboyant, extra flamboyant, because that is extra true. That is actually a truth. But him being gay is two different things. They can still be straight heterosexuals, you know what I'm saying? It won't make their sexuality, but it can impact their mannerisms on one or the other extreme. They gonna either be hella flamboyant or they gonna be so thugged out trying to overcompensate for a fragile masculinity that they never developed because they didn't have a man around to help them develop one. You cannot have man confidence being around women all day. I'm sorry, I'm just keeping it 100 with you. You have to have some type of male figure around. Even if it's not your father, it needs to be some type of father figure around. All right? Most of the time, there are some one-offs and people who can still be masculine, not toxic, and still, come from a single mother, but that's rare. And 9 times out of 10, they had a father figure somewhere around in the family or something, even if it wasn't their father, like I just said. Okay? Because this is what we're dealing with. The community puts up on a pedestal all the wrong stuff, telling these men that they actually are men just because they act hard and, beat on their chest and act like care about other men's opinion. That's not masculine, bro. Like, needing acceptance from people and shit is not masculine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Having to sugarcoat everything so that you can appease a certain demographic is not masculine. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of things that men do that they think is masculine is not. Mannerisms is about how you move, how you think, how you contribute to this world, not who you sleeping with. So the last video little clip I want to show y'all.
Ooh, little daddy, you nasty. Well, I just called you a little Uber. They say they about 2 minutes out. You could? I did this. I didn't know you were going to come over here and bust it open. I had to. Ooh, little daddy, you nasty.
So I had to show that clip just to show y'all, like, y'all are real life, like this new generation of boys are definitely beta males. I would never let no woman treat me like that. Y'all don't know how to stand up to women because y'all all raised by a whole bunch of women that made y'all subservient. So y'all feel like it's natural for them to be dominant, for them to be promiscuous and stuff. And y'all don't even, care to second guess it because it's like that's what you was around. You was around a dominant, probably a promiscuous mom. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be real. So the rabbit hole has been going down. We are cooked as a black community, like real talk. I'm not trying to be negative or nothing, but I'm just keeping it G. Like, we are cooked as a black community because this is what we've amounted to after, the 70s and all that. I honestly feel like the Black Panthers is what made the higher ups and the people who are in power to dumb us down so far because they showed how much of a threat that we were in the 70s with the Black Panther Party and everything. But I feel like after that, they made sure we was never rising up like that again. And that's the reason why they took the mom out the home, did this whole welfare system. It was the, crack epidemic in the 80s, then it was the welfare system in the 90s. And that's what pretty much stemmed from what it is now. And the black home has been broken. Women are on a pedestal. Men are where? I mean, like, when I go to other people's places, like, men are just literally in solitude. Like, men are either in jail, they're gone, or they are in solitude. They don't want to be bothered with nobody because men are treated like a pocketbook. Like, if you're not providing, if you're not doing everything for somebody or providing for a whole family, it's like you're nothing. We live in such a capitalistic world, and this is what they've dumbed us down to. And nobody's blinking an eye, you know what I'm saying, for the majority. Nobody's batting an eye. It's just like, this is just so normal and it's cool, like, and it's not. And I just want to show this last clip just to show y'all, like, this homie right here, that you can be masculine and different and still cool and everything. You do not have to be a status quo Tyrone, bro. There are so many different ways to be a young black man. You do not have to only be a YN. All right, you can still have swag. You can still, be in the fashion, everything, but actually it be fashion and actually be something that people can look at and get, some kind of vibe from that you different. Everybody doesn't have to walk around like this. Like, because this is all that it seems like the straight black community has to offer. It's the same, sagging pants with the colorful underwear, and then doing all this homoerotic stuff, but then still saying that you're not with it and you still homophobic, yet doing all this gay stuff. That's an eyesore. I don't know why that's been flying and why that's been getting around. And that's how you know that there's a lack of men, because these other men, these older men of these niggas is not telling them, like, I don't give a fuck if you're not my son. If you're my nephew, I'm telling you to pull your pants up. Like, straight up. So, yeah, y'all, I do agree with what homie said. There has definitely been a war on the masculinity. I just wanted to clarify that it is about masculinity, not gay or straight, okay? It is a war on masculinity because masculine people stand up, they make change, we speak out of turn, all right? They want everybody to be feminine and flamboyant because them people just sit back, they quiet, they let shit be whatever it's gonna be. They don't stand up on business, and if they do stand up for a second, they fall because they don't really stand on nothing. You know what I'm saying? They want people who's easily manipulated, easily controlled. If you're masculine, you're not any of that. If you're happy, you're not none of that. That's why they want to keep you on the hamster wheel, working every day. If you're healthy, you're not handling that. That's the reason why they make you work 8-hour shifts so that you don't have no time to really eat right, work out, you be tired and all that. You can't control healthy, honest, masculine, confident people. So that's why they are always attacking those traits in everyone. They want everyone to be subservient, yes men. All right.
For women out there in America, if you are leaving a marriage, first of all, I applaud you for making a decision for you. and doing what's right for you. It's hard to pick yourself when you become one with somebody because you're one. And then all of a sudden when things are bad, you have to just choose you. So I went into a business that I was passionate about, which is decor and hair, and I'm acting now, so.
Well, Portia, after listening to all of that, I see why you had 2 failed marriages. We should encourage women not to leave a marriage. Of course, there are exceptions like abuse and other things, but when you say to women out there, I applaud you for making decisions for you and doing what's right for you, it's not all about you. You make decisions that's good for the outcome of your children, which is to grow up with something called a father in the household. I mean, a study after study shows that kids with both parents do better with grades, friends, and future, okay? So I think with that advice of yours, you're basically encouraging women to follow your path, sacrifice their kids to play the main character, maybe have a career if they're lucky, yet still end up miserable like Whoopi.
No, I don't give a fuck about what anyone say. No, I don't give a fuck about what anyone say.